of their situation here at Echo Park. Guys, that is the update from overhead at Sky 5 HD. I'll send it back down to you in Hollywood.
Hey folks, how you doing? Welcome back. It's Charlie. It is Thursday, March 24th, 2021, and I am here today in Los Angeles, more precisely Echo Park. And I'm here because situations are pretty bad here. I had seen and heard that the city was trying to shut down. Well, they wanted to come here and evacuate people. So they're saying evacuate people, repair the property, the park, and it is quite worn down from everybody being here and occupying some space just to try to cope, just to try to deal with things. But as you can see, and I am not I am not comfortable doing this at all. I'm very emotional right now. One second. Okay, I'm sorry. This is what puts everything that I've been through, I mean, really into perspective, and the situation is just really bad. So what they want to do, I know I'm digressing, I'm just really emotional right now. What they want to do is they want to take the people out of the park. They say that they want to house them and clean up the park. That's fine and everything. But what they also want to do is they also want to help a lot of the hotel and motel situations that have suffered through last year's economy, i.e. no visitors, no tourism. So property and real estate being unused, bleeding financially left and right, like a sieve with no big hole, just a big ring. So that they're proposing to actually do more or less in the eyes of the public, and to show that they have a heart and a sympathy. The city of Los Angeles wants to take these people, actually more like remove them and put them in housing situations in hotels and motels and whatever space that they can occupy, and give them money and keep them from going bust and more or less losing their property, and housing these folks. Now, that's all great and said and done and everything, but in the reality, after these folks are in 3, 4, 6 months, whatever the situation calls, then they're responsible for their own rent. For them to be taken off the street and put in houses, all fantastic, but later down the road, these people that are here because they can't afford a life, they can't afford a home, are going to end up back here again, and we're going to repeat this whole thing again. This is whole part of everything that was to give money to a lot of these states that just self-imploded and self-destructed. Now it's just, this is what I say, it's all set up for failure. These poor people are most likely gonna end up back out here or somewhere else. Hopefully with a lot of help and inspiration and a lot of motivation and a lot of help and resources and tenacity. Some of them, most of them, hopefully will get housed, but in all reality, if you live here in California and you know the homeless situation, if you've been ever affected by homeless, then yeah, it's not really too promising. There's just so many poor people out here. It's terrible. I was well, not here, but I mean, I was in this situation just not too long ago, so it's bad. I mean, Los Angeles is all beautiful and everything, and I admire for it from this distance. But honestly, the reality, look to the right, the aftermath of, I mean, this has been an ongoing situation, but it never really was to such a bad part. Again, I apologize, but I don't know how to do this. You know, this is just heartbreaking. But I understand. I mean, my 5 years of being in Pasadena and being lucky enough I don't want to film directly, but with everything that's been going on, these people really actually, they just need to be left alone. I mean, completely offer any and all services for sure, but if you're worried about the aesthetics and the look of the city, you should have thought about this before letting run amok is okay, because it never was. Who knew what was going on? You know, in spite of all the folks here, this is still a very, very beautiful park. I can remember as early as, honest, and I know that a lot of you are not going to believe me, but I can remember as early as being 3 and coming here with my mom and dad. My dad always renting, well, the earlier paddle boats across the lake. We have quite a few of these little respite oases here in Los Angeles, and honestly, you can't blame anyone who has been fallen a situation like this not to want to be here. That was greatly forgotten last year. Okay, I need a moment here. All right, my friends, that is it for me. I am this has been pretty emotional. I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't expecting to come here. I was gonna go completely somewhere else different and do something that I've been wanting to go check out now that we're open, but this is a little bit more and he's just, this video is kind of confusing me because I'm kind of confused too. I want to show the harshness and the reality of this, but also want to show how beautiful this place is. And you know, this is a virtual oasis for anybody, and every city should have at least an oasis to have some comfort and safety. And you know, just like I said, I was just out here. Well, not out here, but I was homeless just not too long ago, and this, you know, this is beyond any human control. Beyond any human control, and just help them, give them services, but just, you know, I don't know, just move the folks to one section of the park, do what you need to do, and then move them back, and then take care of that side of the park. And as I speak now, it looks to be like they're arriving. Let's go take a look. My battery's gonna die, so bear with me. It looks like they just started arriving here to, I don't know, or unless it's just a dumpster, just regular city trash. But it was also said that the police was going to come out here I start removing and ushering folks out here. But I have seen police out here, but they've just been, just doing checks. They've just been checking the safety of the park and stuff like that, and everybody else in here. So, but I haven't seen any police action like it was, I don't know, I suppose speculated or mentioned. I thought that it was actually something going on when I first got here, because I came from that direction of the street and I saw folks on the right hand side lining up, so I wasn't sure what was going on. But here we are.